Hello and welcome to the Gonzo Ewok channel with me, Ewok,
And me, Gonzo.
for another episode of Prison Architect. Let's play Prison Architect.
Yeah, we don't do the intros, remember? We've had this discussion several
We don't
times.
do the intros. We're over at my gaff today, so I've given Gonzo my Steam controller and we're going to see how he gets on playing Prison Architect with the Steam controller. I have just noticed though that it makes very loud clicks. I wonder if it's going to be clunk, clunk, clunk all the way through this video.
Can you hear that at home? If you can, and this is a 30-minute long video, I'd probably turn it off if I was you.
So yeah, Gonzo's going to be playing using the Steam controller. We'll see how he gets on. You ready to go, mate?
I am indeed. We've loaded up the prison ready to go. What I will say is, instantly, this controller, I've never used a Steam controller before. I'm finding it a bit tricky. So we'll see how we get on. I think we're going to probably record a couple of episodes today.
So if it doesn't work out, we can always switch back to the old hoogie woogie.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah, it's because it seems to be counting that as one block.
What we're going to do, I think this was something that Kirby picked up. Oh, that's fucking awkward on a Steam controller.
It's not at all. I've been doing it for yonks. Just takes some getting used to, like everything else.
Yeah, Kirby pointed out, because of the violence we saw in the shower at the end of last episode, that's something that needs to happen.
Yeah, a guard watching the showers. However, he is going to get very wet just walking around in his full uniform in the showers where everyone showers.
Hang on a second, I had people banged up, didn't I?
Yeah,
did I undo that?
Yeah, I think you ended that. You've got guys up in solitary.
We can see here's the cleaner tidying up the aftermath. Nobody shifted that body to the morgue.
Have you built the morgue yet? Or were you building the morgue?
We built the morgue last episode. We need to get the slabs in there. What I also need to do, there's another fight breaking out somewhere.
They can't get the slabs there because there's no door leading to it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's what we'll do. We'll get a staff door. Yeah, I mean, my play so far hasn't been particularly great, and it's even worse. Where's that happening? Right, we're shifting the body. That's good.
And that guy's injured.
How do I get rid of it?
Use the other click. There you go.
You know, with a mouse, it makes sense. The fact that it's a controller is just throwing us off completely. So, for this episode, get the morgue sorted. Other thing that I noticed was, they fixed the...
They fixed the pool table.
Pool table. Hey. Those were the only two things I wanted to achieve this episode, so we're already...
Thank you for watching this episode of Let's Play Prison Architect.
No, the other thing that I was going to say is, visitation. Mm-hmm. We've got the private visitation things. We have got a problem with contraband in this prison. We'll keep seeing people getting searched for weapons, booze, drugs, all sorts. I'm thinking it might be coming in through visitation. So my plan is I'm going to put a door back here where the visitors come in. So your prisoners kind of come up through into here, and then everybody else comes in to the prison, around the back, and then in here.
Yeah, but they're going to have to walk past the entrance to the laundry room and the rec room and all of that, which is just normal doors. So your guests are going to be directly mingling with the prison population.
That's fine. They are already. They've got to walk in. That's what's going to happen.
So your solution to get rid of contraband is to give your guests access to areas of the prison that they can't currently get to. You're not seeing the problem with this.
No, I think it makes more sense because the contraband is switched when people are sitting at the tables. That's when they do it. I need to stop that happening. So I'm going to stop it happening by dismantling all of these very slowly with a Steam controller, and then we're going to rebuild it.
I'm just going to go on the record and say that I don't like the idea of people just walking around in the prison.
Yeah, you've got to understand the mechanics of the game, though. Visitors can't be attacked by prisoners in the game. In real life, they totally could. But here, they can't. What they can do is they can sit at these tables and they can give contraband to the prisoners. So that's what I need to stop. So we're going to get rid of all that. What we're also going to do... Now, one thing I'm noticing, the Steam controller, does it kind of pick up on the fact that I'm hovering over certain sort of assets in the game? Because it feels as though it like snaps to a little bit if I move up towards there.
No, it doesn't do that. That's all you, baby.
Oh, maybe I'm better with this thing than I thought.
It's a nice piece of kit. I mean, For games that are built with controllers in mind, I'd rather use the Xbox controller.
Right.
But for like strategy games and things like that, I think the Steam controller is very workable.
Cool.
I do like it.
Alright, we're getting there. We never got to the bottom of exactly where that fight happened, did we?
What was this? Oh, the second one. There was an injured guy just in the entrance to the cells there. You've got a Polaroid there.
But we're playing in a slightly lower resolution because your computer.
You don't want to get the Polaroid.
No. If you let us finish my sentence, what I was going to say was we're playing in a lower resolution here because your computer is going apeshit for some reason. So, if I pick up that Polaroid, it's going to fill half the screen for a minute.
It could be a Polaroid of someone getting shanked. I've never seen that before.
Right, watch what happens.
Snitches get stitches, the Polaroid.
Look how big it is. It's bloody... It's not Boomhauer, it's his other mate on King of the Hill. I said that was Boomhauer. It's not Boomhauer. Look how big he is. Blocking the screen.
Well, he's gone now. That hardly did anything.
Right.
Are you going to sort that vegetation shit out then?
That's not a good sign for the rest of the prisoners seeing an endless row of morgues being dragged in.
Sort your visitation out.
So, visitor booth. Prisoner visitor. How do I rotate on your Steam controller?
That's a good question.
X. There we are. So,
I was just about to say X.
we're going to put them there.
Isn't it going to be hilarious if they don't fill the room?
And then what we'll do, we'll get a bit of wall.
No, put a security door on.
Oh, that's quite a good idea, actually, aye.
Yep. Nice jail door. See? Perfect.
You know what's going to happen? The visitors are going to come in here and then go through there
And the
and then
cops are
sit
going
at
to
the
let
chair.
them through.
Exactly. So, you know what? That's not happening. I'm going to go... I need to stop listening to you. When we play games together, I always listen to your ideas, so your mistakes become my mistakes, and I'm not having it. I'm going to put walls there. 2 bits of walls. It'll look terrible, but it'll do it. Yeah, that's going to be alright, you know.
Sucks.
We can get more people in there as well. You notice
They're going to have to walk past the garbage.
It looks as though... well, they shouldn't have let the loved ones go to prison.
It's their fault, really.
Exactly.
They've got nobody to blame but themselves.
Exactly, it's the victim's faults, if anything. But what I was going to say is, if you notice, the normal visitor tables have several...
Yeah, they've got room for 3 visitors.
Yeah, places to sit, so I wonder how that works if like more than one person's come to visit somebody.
I guess they just don't. Oh, you've got a guy working in the kitchen now.
I think, is he... Oh, yeah, he's actually doing it, eh? How we're doing in terms of the programmes?
Nobody seems to be able to get through the kitchen door. Right, your kitchen door isn't automated.
I see that. We'll put a servo in a second. 2 people finished it, 1 person's passed, so there he is working. 1 person's passed the workshop induction, that's good. Be able to get some stuff going on there. 3 people doing behavioural therapy. Nobody wants to give up the drugs or the booze. How dare they?
Absolutely not, why would they?
So, let's get a servo on the go. I cannot search for stuff by
They're
typing
in
it
utilities. There you go. Disco and some power.
Alright. I can't connect it until it's actually been put
No,
in.
you can connect it. Oh no, yeah, you're right. You have to wait until it's put in place.
Okay then. We can close that down. It's like playing the game in slow motion using this controller.
It's fine.
I mean, it's nice the fact that you can actually relax back on a couch. That's quite civilised. I'm enjoying that. But at the same time, I'm finding it very, very strange.
I think it's just like everything else, mate. It's got a bit of a learning curve. I mean, I got the stage where I could play Star Wars Battlefront with it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was getting my ass kicked.
Okay,
but there's some real funky things you can do with it. The gyroscope control is really good on it. So I had it set on shooter games so that you use the trackpad to turn and do your regular movement, but then when you were aiming and you needed precision, you could switch to the gyroscope.
It's working.
Ooh.
It's working. Look. They've got all the...
How
his
did
lawyers
how
came
did
to
he get
visit him.
round? How did he get through? You haven't put a door through yet?
I have. Of course I have. Look,
Oh, right, so
they walk down past the storage and then in here and then through.
that's just bizarre.
Right, I don't see what your problem is. It's
Unrealistic.
It's a series of corridors that leads to a room. What's so weird about that?
It's unrealistic.
Watch him. Look, out he goes.
Yeah, but you're breaking the fourth wall here. You're using the game mechanics rather than game mechanics and common sense.
No, I'm not. I'm getting prisoners to come in one end and we're going out the other.
But
that's fine.
But it's only because of the game mechanics that it's working. In real life, they would just like walk straight into the rec room and go, "Have some drugs, Billy."
No, they wouldn't, because that would be a very bad thing to do, wouldn't it? That would get you into a lot of trouble in prison.
Well, they've been doing that over the visitation tables.
Yeah, that should make the...
That should make life a lot easier, yes.
Aye, that's the words. No, I mean, the only thing is, if you wanted, I could put another jail door in here and automate it. Just purely so you know that there's no funny business going on. I mean, we don't particularly need one, but anything that just kind of interrupts the flow of the prison, and now that we've got the remote control gubbins, that tends to work out quite well.
Yeah, but it still bugs me that the walks like past the rec room and stuff like that.
Well,
I'll never get over this.
Well, tough shit. You're gonna have to just live with it, aren't you?
Do some more stuff. How's your workshop looking?
Well, we've got one person that can use it now, so... Oh, I can use the stick on this thing to move. That's handier than using the D-pad.
Oh, if you prefer.
Did I put any lights in here? Yeah, I did, because all the lights were wonky and you didn't like that either.
Yeah, but because nobody's in there, you've got no staff in there. You were working on getting CCTV. How's that going? Have you ever used that deployment scheduler? That would be a whole episode.
Oh god, I wouldn't even dare try it with this fucking controller. I wouldn't even touch it. That's
you've got surveillance, so you can start popping cameras in places. You can put cameras in the showers and get rid of that guard who's soaking wet.
But he's a sex guard.
Yeah,
sex guards lurk around the raping post in the shower room. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, but you can have a sex camera instead.
You can capture it.
Uh-huh.
The sex guard can capture his crimes on tape and then watch them back and beat off to them later.
Or you could scrap the workshop and just sell prison porn.
Everyone loves a bit of prison porn. I'm just looking if there's anything else that we need. I might get intelligence. We might start getting some of our own snitches, because we've got a gang member. There's shit going on in my prison. We need to know about that. So we're going to work towards that.
He's not really a gang member, though, is he? You can't really be in a gang of one.
Well, you know, he represents a gang, though, doesn't he? He's got people who can bring stuff in for
He
him.
represents a gang. He's like...
He's got a point to prove. That's what he's doing.
He's like their liaison with the prison.
I think everything else is looking not too bad here, you know.
It is. You've got 2 guys in solitary confinement. You've got more prisoners coming in 16 hours.
Well, we're doing quite well there, because this place was nearly full, if you remember last episode after the skirmish. Look at him, what a hellish man. And I'm not talking about the colour of his skin before you start. It's purely because he's in solitary confinement.
The fact that you assumed that that's what I would think
What
that
are they
you're
doing?
talking about.
What are they doing? Why are they all loitering? What's he thinking about?
Alcohol. I thought he was thinking about stabbing
That's
someone
what it
in the
looked like,
head.
didn't it?
It really did look like that, didn't it?
Where's he going? Oh, son, you don't want to do this while I'm watching you. I know what you're doing.
He's obviously picking something dodgy up, isn't he?
Yeah. You're being searched and your cell's being searched as well. No, why would you just suddenly sneak your way down here, you max security ingrate, and wandering down? Oh, don't you dare. Stop thinking about stabbing people in the back of the head, you moron. Right, here comes Officer Brown. She's going to search him. Looks a bit like Jackie Brown.
That's that way you got that
Aye.
from. She's going to pop the finger up the bum. Oh, bottle of whiskey up his bum. Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Good call, buddy.
Right, have some of that.
Right, you might want to fence some of those areas off a bit. Or maybe put a
The plan is to put a huge
perimeter wall around.
That's the plan. I think people can throw stuff about 5 tiles into a prison.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you want to have a fence at least 5 tiles away around all open areas. Really,
I'm impressed that you spotted them.
the thing is, people could just throw stuff into the yard as it stands right now.
But that's a nice sneaky place to throw it.
The plan is, I think, I want to build a new cell block coming off in this direction.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm thinking probably I'll get more going up here and across here, and then maybe shift the yard into the middle, so we'd have like cell blocks all the way around, sort of 4-sided. then with the yard in the middle, and then we can worry about what we're doing here. Maybe turn this into some more buildings or something. Not sure how much longer we'll keep this prison like before. With maybe think about selling it up and moving on to a new one. But okay, next thing that we need to do, getting totally off track here, we need CCTV.
I think you get 8 on one console.
Aye. So
think about where you want to put them. One in the workshop, I think.
Get one in here. Flip that shit. CCTV. So let's think where we could do with it. I want one in here because shit kicks off in the canteen.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely want one in the workshop just because shit's dangerous in the workshop.
Now, that'll not cover the whole of the workshop. It'll cover what you've got there at the minute.
Aye, but later on we'll probably have to put something across here and maybe even one in the middle. Where else are we not checking?
I think the common room's probably an important area to cover.
We've got somebody who marches the cells. I think we do. Did we get rid of that?
No, you do. You do have a guy who marches the cells.
No, that's okay. So, do right on that end. CCTV.
I would take your guy out the showers and put CCTV in the showers.
I mean, we could do, but I'm going to leave that person there for the time being. Am I really, though? Am I really?
Because you've got the guy patrolling the corridor, so if you put CCTV in the showers and something kicks off, the guy in the corridor can come running.
Yeah, well, we thought that, but he did jack shit last time. I had to tell him physically to go into the shower and sort it.
Now you're just going to have people underneath the camera raping people.
Yes, exactly. or if anything, the camera might add an extra frisson, a bit of excitement might happen when you put that in.
Infirmary maybe, because can they steal drugs?
Yeah, people could come sneaking their way down here. How many's that?
I don't know, but did you just put that in back to front?
Good spot. Just testing. No, that's got to... Yeah, that would be the front end. So I did have it the right way around.
I didn't say you didn't. I said, did you put it in back to front?
No, it was worth checking, wasn't it?
So you've got the canteen, you've got everything else. You know what you could really do with? Now that you've got people working in the canteen.
What's that?
Metal detector. Coming out the canteen, maybe?
Do you reckon, maybe over here somewhere?
Well, yeah, you've got prisoner working in the canteen. He could easily get himself a knife.
That is a good point, aye.
So one outside each door. And he couldn't take it into the yard, but what he could do is walk straight down to recreation and just stab somebody.
Where the hell's my mouse went? Right. Cool. Done that there. Then you reckon maybe one here as well?
Yeah.
I hate the fact that they're slightly offset. That always upsets us.
Yeah, it bothers me as well. But hey ho, you got to live with it, haven't you?
And then get them wired in. Then the other one will already be wired in. That's nice. So we'll get them security cameras in. Get CCTV up and running. We haven't had anybody fighting for a good 10 minutes. Nobody's died.
Nobody's died for a little while.
Actually, you know what? That's been open for ages. Visitors on site, 2 members of staff exhausted. Yeah. 2 dog handlers. We need dog handlers. We need armed guards. So we'll get them.
You see, you talk about your rehabilitation centre. You keep calling it a rehabilitation centre. I would like to point out that in my rather nasty prison, I had a classroom and a parole office well before I had armed guards and dogs. And you make out that I'm the tyrannical one of the two of us.
I've got stuff going on. It's all right. Hang on. Wires. Yes. Connect. Do I connect from the camera?
You need power as well, don't you?
Should be. Oh.
Yeah, it seems to be that way around, doesn't it?
Aye. So let's look for the cameras. Do you need to actually do like a closed circuit? I can't remember.
You don't, but your monitor station will need to be manned. So if you assign another guard to the room,
oh, that's okay. And
then
so
you'll
we'll do
do
these wires and then get that sorted. Put that one in there. Did we put any more in? I think that's it, isn't it?
No, I think that's all you've got so
One.
far.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's just 5.
5. So we've got another 3 that we can do on that. Got deployment. I'll need some power.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then you can watch the prisoners rape each other in real time and HD.
Right. I should have closed that ages ago. That would have looked terrible on the video. Hopefully the resolution isn't too bad for everybody. Like we mentioned, we're recording in... I even forget what resolution we had to set this at. In a window on your screen.
1600 by 900. It'll be fine because we'll be downscaling to 720 anyway for the purposes of the video. You can get rid of your guard in the shower, I think.
What's that one there?
Oh, lock up. That's 7 PM. You've done all this in real time. You've never speeded the day up once.
Yeah, because of the controller, I'm all over the shop. I'm keeping things nice and slow. How we doing in terms of prisoners? We need one more. Have we got one more due in?
Yeah, you've got a guy due in.
Cool. No security prisoner arriving tomorrow. I know you want rid of the holding cell. I'm keeping it for the time being.
I still say it serves absolutely no purpose. I know you like it there because you think it looks pretty.
CCTV's online. Every prison needs a holding cell and a reception as you come in.
CCTV doesn't seem to be online. Some of it is. That one is probably too far away from power.
There's a few of them ain't working.
In fact, all of them seem to be not working. Hover over it. Maybe it does go the other way around.
I thought, when I used to do this, I used to do them so they went in both directions. So you'd create like a little closed circuit for each of them. Like
Yeah, that seems to be working.
Aye. Right.
It shouldn't really matter. It should just let you connect them up.
Yeah, if there's a valid connection.
And then use its common sense. But, hey ho. Right, is that them all? Yeah, I think you got them all, mate.
Aye. Cool. Yeah. That's alright.
Right, let's have a look at your camera network. Or you have to look at a one that.
I am going to keep that guard there.
They only shower for an hour a day. So if you keep the guard there, it's effectively a guard that's wasted.
He's got the cushy job. Jimmy the Screw. He's only like 2 weeks away from retirement, so we'll just say, go in the shower, get some rating done before you retire.
You can see the camera moving through the...
It's keeping an eye out. See, it's watching who's coming into visitation. It's looking at the canteen. Oh, Mr. Turban. Hackett. He's doing something.
Hackett. Oh,
Gullidge. Look at this. Oh, you bastards. Shears. Where's he hiding them?
Oh, God.
Peter Crouch.
It's all kicking off.
God. This is an outrage. It's an absolute outrage. And in the midst of it, we've got Hendren there just screaming literacy for some reason.
Literacy!
Literacy!
Do you know, the irony
Shanking.
is he doesn't know what it means.
Sacriel is such a bother starter. Look at him. He's going to die if he's not careful. Right, it's breakfast time, so let's have a nice old riot.
I love that there's a table of people just carrying on as eating their dinner as they do.
John Staten. Hendren was shouting literacy. Now he's got nothing to say, but he's quite happy. Nobody died. Lots of people got injured. Lots of people are still carrying stuff, but nobody died. We got through a breakfast time and everyone's still alive.
They're all eating their food with the blood stains all over the bacon. Blood stained bacon for breakfast today,
good
boys.
source of iron. Right. Who are you? Jeffrey Johansson. Stupid name. Stupid person.
So he's down as attacked prisoner. Did he start it?
It's hard to tell.
He's
a snitch. He's a snitch. That's why they were doing it.
What about the other guy?
Um,
attacked prisoner and attacked staff. Hardcore. He's got 2 hours solitary.
That's not much, really, if you consider what he's done. Oh. more shears. Everybody mincing around with shears.
He misses his family.
Bless. Should have thought of that before you kicked off. Sacriel.
Look at this place. It's a hellhole.
Cleaner.
You've created a hellhole.
Cleaners. How many staff do I have cleaning? Okay, then I'll tell you what we're going to put. Let's just have a quick look. Janitors. We'll probably need more than 2.
Oh, you've got prisoners cleaning as well?
Yeah, well, we've got more janitors. Look at them running away from the blood. Bastards. Look. Get back.
What else is that on the floor? Is that piss? Blood and piss.
Probably vomit, I'd imagine.
Blood, piss and vomit.
That's what all good prisons are.
Welcome to the Gonzo Rehabilitation Centre, full of blood, piss and vomit.
With that merry note, I think we need a bit of a clean up here, but we'll stop the video here for now for the time being, I think.
Right, a bit.
Hopefully you've enjoyed watching this one. Let me know what you think of my controls with the Steam controller. We'll probably record another 1 or 2 using it, I think, see how we get on.
Yeah, you're going to stick with it?
I'm starting to feel a bit more comfortable with it. But it's like any new controller, you get your hands on it, you're not sure what you're doing with it. If you've enjoyed the video, you can like. If you haven't subscribed already, you can also do that. And we shall see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Cheers, bye. Thank you for watching this Prison Architect video on the Gonzo Ewok channel. If you'd like to watch some Geordie Space Program, click the video on the left.
And if you want to watch one of our podcasts, click on the right.
And you can always press that subscribe button. Thanks!